What was the Grim Reaper's favorite part of the weekend when he was a child? Watching Saturday morning cartoons. Welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday, my friends. It's great to see you again. I'm happy to be back. Sorry for the abrupt ending to last night's stream. I don't know what happened. Everything was going fine. The weather wasn't even that bad, and for whatever reason, my internet just went away for a little while. And then, as usual, it was kind of spotty, so I thought it was best to wrap things up. So Survival Kids will be moved. We might play that tomorrow night. I'm a little unsure. I'm kind of busy over the next couple days. We're celebrating Jelly's birthday this weekend, and so I'm gonna need a little bit more sleep than I might usually get. We'll need to keep the streams just a little bit shorter than they have been usually. But we've still got a lot to do, so a lot to look forward to tonight. 3 games, Castlevania. We're attempting a damageless challenge. Then we're going to play a little bit of Operation C. I'm kind of attempting a low % challenge in Operation C, but if I'm being realistic, I haven't played that very much lately. Haven't practiced very much, so it's probably gonna go pretty poorly. And then we'll move on to Dark Souls at the end for a few hours. But let me welcome into the chat. Loyal to Soil is the first in chat tonight. Good to see you, Loyal, and I hope you're well. Thank you for being here so early and for being so enthusiastic, as always, for the stream. Let's go. Very excited, Loyal says. Right on. And Jelly, thank you for the resub, Jelly. Thank you very much for the 19 months. I really appreciate you making the stream happen. So thank you for that. Anniversary time. 19-month anniversary. That's a nice, solid prime number. Loyal says, what day is your birthday? Mine's the 4th. Well, happy early birthday, Loyal. I don't expect I'll probably be streaming on your birthday, so I won't see you then to tell you happy birthday, so I'll have to do it now. And Yake, welcome in. Oh, I'm afraid you have, by just a little bit. If Jelly is still in the chat, she may be willing to type it up for you. It probably works better in text anyway. But let's jump into the let's try and jump into the game. Let's start pressing some buttons here. Since we won't be playing this for as long tonight, I may lean on the reset button if things go really badly in one of the earlier levels. So the idea, this is any %. I'm just trying to not take any damage. So far I've made it to stage 5 damageless. Twice. I got hit by a flea man in the middle of stage 5 on one attempt, and I got hit by death on another, which was a real shame because death can be stun locked. And I've had a lot of bad luck. I have a lot of trouble remembering to pick up the appropriate sub-weapons for cheesing the bosses. So I need to try very hard to stay focused, and I can make it happen. Cows, welcome in. Great to have you here, cows. And right near the beginning of the stream, too, a rare treat. Happy Thursday, my friend, and thank you for letting everyone in the chat know that I wasn't going to be able to come back to the stream. Thank you for relaying the Discord Discord message. I guess I really should put Twitch on my phone so that I can do that myself. I just never think about it. I have Twitch on my I have it on my tablet, but my tablet uses the same Wi-Fi the stream uses, so I don't usually open Discord on my phone except for to get out those sort of quote-unquote emergency messages. Of course, I know not everyone's in the Discord, so I'd like to let everyone hanging around know. Thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you for typing up that joke, Jelly. No. I was just thinking, I didn't say anything, but I was just thinking, oh, things are going real well. I didn't forget to pick up the stopwatch. And the game heard me. The game heard my thoughts and punished me for them. It's very, very cold in the basement tonight. Oh. I don't know how I managed to turn around and throw that holy water the wrong way so perfectly. I got my heater rocking on high, Loyal says. And I'm in SoCal. We're weak to the cold. I think it's just below freezing. It's not super cold. But the basement is just really chilly tonight. I don't know, the heat hasn't circulated down here or something. I experimented with setting a little space heater near me during the stream one night, but it trips the circuit breaker. So, which naturally is not good for the health of the stream. So can't use that. Just have to use layers. That's alright, I like being cold anyway, so. Yeah, so we only used the space heater one night. Not a like space heater. I don't use one. We have we've got a central furnace that we run. So when I refer to the heater, I'm usually referring to our furnace. Which yes, I do. We do run the furnace all winter long. No, my stopwatch didn't spawn. We're doomed. Ow. How am I so clumsy as to make the same mistakes again and again and again? We'll keep going until we actually take damage, but it's pretty much guaranteed unless we get a random stopwatch drop from a Medusa or something. We use propane for our heat. The house was equipped with a fuel oil furnace when we moved in, but that went bad in the middle of winter, and those aren't really so popular anymore. So, in the emergency that we were in, the only solution available to us was to replace it with a propane furnace, which is better to have anyway. Oh, no. Hit start before I was ready. hoping that Dark Souls goes well for us tonight. I feel like I did badly in Dark Souls the last time we played. I was just kind of running around, terrified of everything. I found a lot of new bonfires, but I don't really feel like I earned them. Since I just ran screaming past all the enemies. No. I deserved that. We'll get something going here soon, my friends. I can't be a klutz forever. I was sitting here, I was kind of daydreaming. I was thinking about when I was young, we lived in a couple different houses when I was growing up. We moved a few times, all kind of around the same area. But one of the houses, our primary source of heat in the winter was a fireplace, and so I would have to I'd have to go out into the yard and split logs for firewood. You know, kind of all winter long, and I kind of hated that when I was a kid. And now sometimes I think, gee, I wish I had a fireplace in my current house. I wouldn't even mind. I wouldn't even mind going out in the cold and swinging an axe around for a while. No. First I was trapped in stage 2, and now I'm moving backward. Now I'm trapped in stage 1. I came really close to having a very nasty accident while chopping wood once. The handle, the axe handle broke while I was using it one time, and the head of the axe spun around and came up and hit me in the face. And I'm lucky. I suppose I'm lucky it was the dull side of the axe that hit me because that could have been quite terrible. That's terrifying, yeah. I forgot about that, Jelly says. Wow. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna forget it. I didn't have any serious damage either. You know, I bruised up pretty badly, but it didn't actually like crack any bones or anything. Alright, well, let's see. Here's the thing, like, on the one hand, I have to remember to pick up the stopwatch, but on the other hand, the game has to remember to spawn it for me, because it feels like, you know, like maybe a third of the time I forget to get the stopwatch, and out of the times I do remember, a third of those, the game forgets to spawn it. I think it just has something to do with remembering to hit enough of the candles in the room. I think the stopwatch is tied to one of the other candles. Sometimes those enemies, they're, those, axe, or well, those knights, they're not the axe knights, but those knights. Oh. I wasn't where I thought I was. When you take out those knights, they can drop, items, and it seems like if they drop an item, the stopwatch won't spawn. Alright, stage 3, I need to remember to get the holy water right near the start of stage 3. Ooh. Thank you, Jelly. I've got coffee and cheese waiting to be picked up from the other room now. I've got to defeat Dracula quickly so my coffee's still warm. Mo, welcome in. Good to see you again. Welcome to Castlevania. We're trying to complete a damageless run. I've been having a rough time getting things moving tonight, but we're keeping hope alive. So far, the best I've been able to do, I've made it to stage 5 without taking damage, but my 2 best runs both died there. No! And this one died here. Well, at least I get to go get my coffee. Give me just a moment, my friends. Be right back with you. Thank you again, Jelly, for the coffee and the cheese. Yeah, that's not cooling down anytime soon. So Jelly doesn't actually want to appear on the stream, but for those who may be curious, if you don't know, she does occasionally produce her own content. You can check that out there. Naturally, I'm a big fan of Jelly's videos. Unfortunately, they take her a lot of time to make, and she doesn't always have a lot of time to devote to them. So uploads are kind of rare and sporadic. Thanks for the nudge, nudge, hint, hint. There's a brick behind those stairs that you can land on, and I seem to be doing that a lot here lately. It must look kind of silly if you don't have a lot of experience with watching me work on challenge runs. It must look pretty silly that I run a timer and then I spend Like I waste time. Like picking up the meat, right? The meat has no purpose on a if I'm attempting a damageless run. I have no reason to want to pick up the meat, but I always go for it. The meat is for moral support. I pick it up because I enjoy it, not because I have to, because I want to. It's just a roundabout way of pointing out, you know, once again, that the time is not really significant to me. I run the timer to keep me focused. It has positive psychological benefits, but at the end of the day, I'm not striving for any particular number on that clock. Scary. It's scary going up those stairs with zombies walking around. Ugh. So I was thinking we'd devote approximately an hour and a half to Castlevania, roughly the same amount of time to Operation C, and we're going to give Dark Souls about 3 hours tonight. It's 11 p.m. for me right now, and we'll probably think about saying goodnight around 5 a.m. tonight. Oh, why is everything so terrible? Where's the second half of the game? That bat has got me very flustered. Oh, that's a big heart. So my two best runs, one of them made it all the way to death, and I messed up I messed up my holy water at death. He was able to move, and it was all over for me. If you don't stun lock him quickly, it's just curtains. The second time I died on stage 5, I got trapped by a staircase. I was trying to throw. I was in a place where there's an axe knight and a flea man right behind a staircase, and I wanted to throw holy water so I could go up the stairs without those guys giving me trouble. But when I tried to throw the holy water, I started going up the stairs by accident and got stuck on them. And that was all it took. That gave that flea man the opportunity he needed. And he did not waste it. Still, it's very scary, though, because even if I do make it all the way to stage 6, it's not guaranteed. I know how to deal with most of stage 6, but there's a series of bats right at the beginning. I haven't figured out the proper movement pattern for manipulating them. So it's kind of a 50-50 shot. If we make it to stage 6, we've got a 50-50 shot of clearing the run. We're never gonna make it to stage 6. Thank you for the palms, cows. I appreciate your faith. I'm feeling very doubtful. It's so rough to get something going tonight. We haven't even seen Frankenstein yet. Frankenstein's a major obstacle for me too. I don't have a solid strategy for avoiding damage from him. I've got a plan that works some of the time, but that's the best I've got. Is I sometimes don't take damage. But after this, I think there's one more challenge I want to do after this, and that's to do a low percent run. Ideally to do a deathless low percent. Excuse me, and then it'll be time to play something different for a while. I keep bumping my controller into my desk. So I talked a little bit about how I'm thinking about rearranging my room down here. And I've got a couple of concerns. If I move my furniture around, one, I'm not sure how I'm going to mount my microphone if I move all of my furniture where I want to put it. Currently, my the CRT that we use for retro games, it sits atop of a dresser, like, you know, like a clothing dresser that has all of its drawers removed. And the top shelf of it overhangs a little bit, so the microphone arm is actually mounted to that. But if I move things around, the microphone arm won't be able to reach from the dresser to where I'll be sitting. So that's a big problem. I gotta have a microphone. And two, I'm thinking if I put the consoles where I've been thinking about putting them, I won't actually be able to reach them with the reset sword. And that would just be unacceptable. I have to be able to reset. So a new room layout may not be so near in the future as I may have led everyone to believe. Because I'm gonna have to chew on how to solve these problems for a while. Sounds problematic, Jelly says. Just need to build a microphone contraption. Well, I actually already have my camera is actually mounted on a microphone stand. So I could maybe put my microphone onto the microphone stand and then mount my camera on the microphone arm. That might be a solution. The reset sword is still not really usable the way I plan to set things up, though. And I could either, you know, I could get a different thing to reset with, but I don't think I could part with the sword at this point. A reset dart gun. A wonderful idea. It would be impossible for me to execute. Is that Sir Punks-a-lot I see? Welcome to the stream, Punk. It's good to see you again. This is a very rare treat indeed. There goes Frownie, rearranging furniture again. I always do. I always do. Whenever Jelly has to travel for work or something like that and leaves me at home, I have a habit of rearranging the furniture while she's gone. Gonna need a bigger sword. Thought that bat was gonna ruin me. Been rearranging and cleaning my office at work for like 2 weeks. It's exhausting, Punk says. Isn't it ever? But it's so exciting. It's so exciting when you move a lot of furniture around. It makes your home look brand new. Fresh start, yeah. I think you figured it out, Loyal says. Well, I at least think I've figured out what all the problems I'm gonna have are. So if I work out some solutions, we'll be fine. At least these problems have occurred to me before I've actually started moving anything around. If there's a reason it's not gonna work, I definitely like to know before I put all the effort in. Hey, thank you for the gift sub, Punk. Very much appreciate your support. What does that bring you up to? A total of 26 gift subs on the channel. Outrageous. And I don't think Sir Rack of Lamb is here currently. Maybe lurking. If you are there, Sir Rack of Lamb, take a key for coming in. I don't think I missed any of the chat, but if I did miss a comment, my apologies, friends. Sir's gotta stick together. I have to admit, when I'm in a stream chat, I do tend to feel an instant kinship with anyone else who may have agent in their screen name. Okay, even if this run dies, we're gonna see the rest of the game through. Because we've made it so far, and I'm not ready to go back to stage 1 again just yet. So just for fun, we'll play out the rest of the game if this run dies. MGS 5 Snakes, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well this Thursday. Or Friday, depending on where you might be. And the run died. Twice over. Alright, kill the timer, and we'll keep going. A lot of people playing NES games. I have to say, I think the NES is my favorite system. There's just something about 8 bits. Oh, I miscounted. Have an emulator somewhere. Fair enough. That's for a lot of these titles, that's the best way to go. I'm pretty lucky. I've got a lot of physical hardware. I got into retro collecting way early on. Like, I started buying NES and SNES games before the Nintendo 64 was even obsolete. And, you know, people were just giving them away. So I'm lucky to have built up a fairly nice collection, but it's at the point where, like, if you haven't already gotten a lot of this stuff, it is not worth it to try and collect physical anymore. I have a bunch of NES games, actually. Right on. Just need an NES to play the NES games. Oh, I see. I see. That could be an obstacle. Hey, we've got a raid coming in. It's Strength for Life. Great to see you, Strength. Thank you for the raid. And welcome to your friends. I feel I'm so lucky to have a raid. I'm so lucky to have a raid from you, my friend. It's great to have you here. I was feeling unlucky earlier because I saw you were playing the Typing of the Dead on Dreamcast, but I was too late and I missed it. You were done playing it by the time I saw, so I didn't get to watch. I feel very sad. But I'm happy to have you here. I hope you had fun. You were saying, because I tuned in right as you were done with it. So I hope you had fun with it, though. I didn't see enough to really know how it went, but I really liked that game. I hope you had a good time. But you were saying you were thinking about putting on a JRPG, so I guess I have to ask, did you, and what did you put on? It was fun. Hands began to cramp up. I'm not very good. My typing skills are pretty, my keyboarding skills are pretty low. So it's definitely something I kind of struggle with, but it's fun. I love the concept. It's so silly. Shin Megami game? on PlayStation 2. Been forever since I streamed a PS2 game. I had a friend who was really into those, but he really liked the Persona games in particular. But I've never actually played one myself yet. Maybe one day. Snakes, thank you for the follow, by the way. Very much, very happy to have you come on board with us. I very much appreciate that. Thank you. So we're playing Castlevania. This run is dead. Actually, we're just finishing up the game just for fun, and then maybe we'll start another run. We're trying to do damageless. It's not going well. I've done a couple challenge runs of Castlevania in the past. For those who may not know, I've completed any % deathless, and I've completed whip only deathless. And from playing whip only for so long, I thought, well, I'm really familiar with the levels now. I think that if I'm lucky, which I'm not very lucky, if I get lucky though, I could probably make it through the levels. Now I have the sub-weapons to cheese the bosses. I might be able to beat the whole game damageless. So far, my best runs, I've had 2 runs that have made it to level 5. I got damaged by death on one of those runs, and I got damaged by a random flea man on a different one, so that's the closest I've gotten to damageless so far is stage 5. If I get a run that makes it all the way to stage 6, I'm a little bit afraid because I'm not very good with the bats at the beginning of stage 6. Past the bats, I'm usually fine, but not tonight. Not tonight. What? Everything that can go wrong does go wrong. Game's been on my shelf for a while, decided to check it out. I have a ton of RPGs in my collection, and I never play RPGs because there's just so much story in them. I have a very powerful aversion to mandatory story in video games. Everything that can go wrong does go wrong. It's wild. Batter luck next time. Oh, cows. I don't know. I almost want to ask you to time out yourself after that. That hurts. That's a rough joke to pile on top of my suffering. Better luck next time. Oh my goodness. Now I'll go sit in the corner of shame. You're not fooling me. We all know you're proud of yourself for that one. And honestly, you should be. No story, no talk, only game, Punk says. It's true, it's true. And the thing is, I don't mind a lot of, like, I don't really mind a lot of, like, optional story and, like, optional dialogue and flavor text. I actually really love, you know? Like, when we play a Zelda game, I go out of my way, I talk to every character in town multiple times. Like, I try to find all that stuff. It's just, I very quickly resent anytime the game takes control away from me. You know, if I'm gonna, you know, if I'm gonna read a bunch of dialogue, I'm gonna do it on my own terms. The characters talk to me when I want to talk to them. Alright, well now we're done with the warm-up run. An hour and 11 minutes into the stream. You know, for what should be like a 20-minute game. Let's just jump right back in. Didn't even let the credits play all the way through. That's how excited I am to get back into it. Thank you for the resub also, by the way, Strength for Life. I don't think I called that out. I was too busy. I was too busy running my mouth about the different games we were talking about, but I certainly do appreciate that, my friend. Thank you for the support. This one's gonna be it, Cal says. I certainly would like for it to be. Is it hard to do this run? Well, I've been having a rough time with it. I thought it would be easier than it has been, but I always think challenges are going to be easier than they are. I've been working on this. I haven't really been working on this that long though yet, so we've done 4 nights, I think, of damageless attempts, maybe. That is not very much at all for me. These challenges usually take me quite a while. When I went for my first deathless run of this game, I actually got it really quickly. it only took a few weeks of attempts. And usually when I'm working on a challenge, like I don't try it. I'm not necessarily trying it every day or anything like that. It's usually only a few times a week at most. So I got that one really quick, and then over the past couple months we've been working on whip only deathless, and I just got that the Monday before Thanksgiving, but that was after like a month and a half of attempts. So to only be 4 days into the grind, I really shouldn't complain, but it just seems after doing the whip only deathless, it just seems like this should be easy, and it hasn't been. Because having the sub-weapons opens up so much potential for cheese. But you know, 20 minutes is a long time to play without making any errors. And it takes me about 20 minutes to get through the game. 20 to 25, somewhere in that window. I'm never usually in a rush. But like, see, this, you know, like this boss is hopeless when you show up with the sub-weapons. And a lot of them are like that. Sounds impossible for me. If I can do it, anyone could do it. It just, you know, it takes an unreasonable amount of time and practice. I think that's the only thing that would stop most people is their reasonableness. How long would it take you to do Echo the Dolphin damageless? Never. Not even remotely possible. And I don't like to argue for my limitations, but damageless never. Deathless is our sub goal. A lot of people don't know about this because I don't tend to do sub goals on the stream, but we do have one outstanding, and that is I will start training a deathless run of Echo the Dolphin when we hit the low number of 1 million subs. So if you really want to see Agent Frownie suffer, I mean, just open your checkbook. It's not that expensive, right? I'm gonna go grab a Powerball tomorrow. 1 million sub hype, Jelly says. Well, I couldn't just go sit. I couldn't have a stream and not set any sub goals, right? I have to set at least one goal. So I thought I'd do, you know, a nice, reasonable one. What's a couple $1 million between friends, Cow says. I feel like Echo the Dolphin Deathless might be possible, but it's just, the thing is, I would not have any fun at all. The thing about my challenge runs is I like to do challenge runs of games I enjoy. I'm not as interested in doing challenge runs of games I hate. Games I hate, I just 100%. And then I'm done. Give it another 50-second chance. I feel like I'm uniquely terrible at Echo the Dolphin. I think my playthrough of Echo is one of the worst that's ever happened. If anyone wasn't here, Echo the Dolphin is the stuff of legends around the stream, because I did a first playthrough of it, and it took months. I was stuck on the final level of Echo the Dolphin for 21 hours. Across like 8 streams. But time totaling to about 21 hours for just the last level. Hey, Sir Rack of Lamb, good to see you. Sounds a lot like Magic Boy. Yeah, that game looks not fun. I don't know that you were here for it, Sir Rack of Lamb, but Sir Punksalot gifted you a sub, so take a key for coming in. And I'm doing pretty well tonight. Like I'm feeling pretty good. The game is really rough for me, so it's a little tough to keep my it's a little tough to keep a hold of my optimism at the moment. But really, you know, from the right perspective, everything is just fine. Had a wonderful dinner tonight. Chicken with bell peppers and asparagus and mushrooms. I actually had the same thing last night for dinner, but it was even better tonight because I had a chicken thigh, and last night it was boneless and skinless, but tonight it was just a whole chicken thigh. Bone and skin and everything, and it's so much tastier like that. That's why I'm here. I provide external optimism. Thank you, cows. Oh, and I appreciate it too. I really, that's one of the, that's one of the best things about streaming, right? Is I can outsource my motivation and my optimism. when I have trouble generating. When I have trouble generating those feelings, I can rely on viewers to do it for me, and I can hardly think of anyone better for the task than you, cows. Saw that. I was gonna add her and say thank you, but her name's not popping up. Yeah, she was only here briefly. Good jump up there and good jump up there and fight that bone tower a little faster, but it's risky. Having pizza strength for life says. Can't go wrong with pizza. Although I'm, you know, I've shared this before, but I'm incredibly picky with my pizza toppings. When it comes to pizza, I really only like pepperoni. If I'm feeling super crazy, right? If I'm having just the wildest night ever, I might add Italian sausage. But really, it's just pepperoni for me. Pineapple on pizza, Sir Rack of Lamb, has flooded us with the emote. Jelly likes pineapple on pizza. That's Jelly's favorite, is pineapple and pepperoni. She doesn't get to have it very often because I'm horrified by it. The run almost died. We're coming near to the end of our Castlevania attempts for tonight, my friends. It's gonna be time to move on to Operation C here soon. We're working on a challenge in Operation C as well, but I kind of haven't been working on that one nearly as regularly, so it's even more of a long shot. It's even more of a long shot than this one. I enjoy salami over pepperoni, but I'll never complain about pizza. I actually have tried salami on pizza, and not that long ago, but it wasn't very much to my liking. It was okay, it was edible, but I missed the little extra spice, the little extra grease that the pepperoni provides. So it wasn't quite for me. How about summer sausage? Does anyone put summer sausage on their pizza? That seems to me like it'd be pretty close to putting a hot dog on your pizza, which is not something I've ever seen anyone do in real life. I've seen photographs that, like, abroad and in other countries, they will make and market pizza with hot dogs on it. They'll market them as American-style pizza. But, like, I've been an American all my life, and I've lived in a lot of different states, and I've never encountered a pizza with hot dogs on it in the wild. I've only ever seen photographs from foreign countries. ZB, welcome in. Good to see you again. Happy Thursday to you, my friend. Sopressata is a salami that definitely ties pepperoni for me. Yeah, I was thinking that it could be an issue with the type of salami that I got. Though I think what I had was sopressata. Sopressata? Probably gonna say it wrong no matter how I try. Got zero clue on that. I'm not Italian. I don't know if you noticed, but I hesitated a little bit when I said I've been an American my entire life because I was actually born in Italy. A friend of mine traumatizes us with tales of boba. Yes, the tapioca balls you normally see in tea on pizza. That was a thing in Indonesia for a while. Boba pizza. That sounds interesting. Oh, and that was real salami from the meat market. Off the shelf stuff is bland. Was the rest of that comment that I was having trouble finishing before. Yeah, I mean, definitely the higher quality salami we're talking about, the more difficult it gets to argue against. I think I'm dead. What an epic battle with that bat. It respawned. Oh, but they behaved themselves that time. Oh my goodness. I've had boba tea a couple times recently. Jelly and I will usually get 2 different flavors and sort of share them. We got coconut and taro a while back, and that was the first time I'd ever had taro at all, like in any way, shape, or form, and it was really amazing. But about a week after that, we got mango and taro, and I thought they went really well together, but the taro wasn't as good the second time. I don't know if the novelty had worn off or if they made it a little bit differently. But the first time it was amazing. Second time it was just okay. Mile High Rule, great to see you, my friend. Never had it. You've never had boba tea either. Boba pizza sounds like a crime, ZP says. Had it before, it's not bad. The boba works best as ammo for boba fights with my nephews. All right, I think this will be our last attempt at Castlevania for tonight. I'll move on to Operation C, and then finally on to Dark Souls. know if you're caught up, Mile High Roll, on the Dark Souls adventure, but last time I played, I discovered a new boss, Seath the Scaleless, and I was pretty swiftly executed. And then I woke up in a cage in a library, and I spent the whole night basically just running past enemies and screaming, and really doing nothing good. It was a pretty bad night, I think. A fairly poor performance on my part. I have to admit. So I'm hoping I do better tonight, so I can redeem myself a little bit. It was a fun time. Well, I'm glad you had fun. Thank you for the lurk, Sir Rack of Lamb. All right, we're gonna switch over. We're gonna play a little bit of Operation C. Let me just get that switch. Thank you for standing by me for Castlevania, my friend. Sorry it went kind of poorly tonight. What did we do? What's the best we did? Level 4? Not great. Not great. Didn't manage to tie our PB. But we'll try it again. We'll throw this on. We'll throw this on again next week. We'll have a night where we give it a big chunk of several hours, and we'll get this challenge knocked out. With only giving it less than 2 hours, not a whole lot we can really hope for. Hanging out here while I do my thing, Christian Cool says. Thank you for that. I appreciate the lurk. Best of luck with doing your thing, Christian. All right, just excuse me a moment. I'm going to switch consoles and games. Do a little bit of Operation C just to keep the rust from accumulating, and then it'll be Dark Souls for the rest of the night after that.